guy like Justin Haley in your guys' alliance?
Well, Justin's won races. He can, move the needle. He seems to always find speed. I think he sat on the pole for the Clash, and saw him in Chicago have a strong showing, and some other places. He's got those, I think flashes of brilliance that you look for with a young driver.
How much were you involved in that pursuit of him over to Rick Ware?
Well, I hesitate to take any credit. It's probably way too much credit. Rick and Robbie, they run their team, but from time to time they ask me what I think, and that wasn't hard to get behind.
How have you seen that organization grow since they've joined that alliance with RFK?
Well, they're just putting numbers on the board. They're getting results they weren't getting before, and in position to score on multiple weeks. Top 20, top 10 finishes that a few years ago would have seemed impossible.
Brad, this is more of a kind of overall big picture sort of question, but I'm curious how you evaluate or view this chapter of your career. It's so different than what the first decade of it really was. As an owner, as a driver, where do you feel like you are at mentally?
Yeah, I mean, it's a restart of my career, and it's like a second act in a movie or a play, it's in some ways a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to prove myself in another way, another capacity, however you want to put it, it's a whole new set of challenges. I can tell you that. It still has the driving challenges, but another set of challenges on top of it, and I've never seen that meme where they got the wolf with all the arrows in its back, and there's one standing, one falling down. I feel like the wolf with all the arrows. I got more arrows in me, but I'm still standing, and I'm enjoying that challenge.
A lot of drivers really like Richmond, right? How do you look at Richmond? Do you like that track?
Well,
Going back to Pocono, you mentioned shifting, and I know that's common here and it's common in the car. Is it any different so far here than it has been earlier this year or last year?
Yeah, you just shift a lot here at Pocono. It's a very high-speed shift. I can't remember if it was Ricky Rudd or somebody said this a long time ago that Pocono is an ugly shift, and it is. When you downshift here, it's super high speed, on the brakes. The car's already really at its limits, and you're trying to ask it to do one more thing, and I don't always like that.
Is there a timeline for Justin Haley to maybe move into RFK, or is he just going to develop with RWR?
Yeah, we haven't really had any of those conversations at this time, but I think for us at RFK, our focus is on right now, literally right now, this weekend, and trying to get the most points and win races to align ourselves for the playoffs.
How competitive would they have to be at Rick Ware Racing in order to assist you guys in your effort more than you're getting from that liaison?
Well, I mean, I think they're getting there right now, Claire. I don't know if I have a quantitative measure to say this is what we're looking for, but they're showing more and more speed each and every week and getting better and better results, and that always bodes well. This is, I think by most objective measures, the best season they've had in the Cup Series, and we want to continue to see them get better, and we want to live up to our commitments to help them out.
Justin said that you and Steve were both present for conversations and also convincing. What do you expect? How do you expect that relationship to evolve with Rick Ware Racing over the course of the next few years?
Well, it's hard to always predict the future. I mean, you can make a few guesses, but I just see them getting better. I see them doing all the right things, and I see Rick's commitment to all of motorsports. Bigger than just the NASCAR Cup Series, and he's hungry to improve their performance and looking for all opportunities to do so, and that works its way down to everybody else that's a part of his organization and is a big part of our alliance as well.
As they get better at Rick Ware Racing, or as they get a driver that's better, does that then help Roush, Fenway, Keselowski, and is there more cooperation then?
Yeah, we'd like to think so. And the more competitive they are, the more we can, effectively act as a bigger team. And we look at some of these races, whether it's the plate races and opportunities there are to work together, or we also look at situations like, the tests that you have, very few tests that you get. And, any information you can share on those is really valuable. So we want to make the most of those, and them being there and being a part of it bodes well for us.
Brad, you guys have...
This is Daniel Hemrick, driver number 11, Collie Grits Chevrolet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of those two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.